All right, we the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here weekend in and weekend out, prophesy the downfall of America, and let you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that you are the biblical Israelites according to the scriptures. And before we begin, as always, we'd like to say all praises to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Makakwadash.
Double honors to our elders at Great Millstone. Honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father, and truth and sincerity. Jeremiah chapter 28.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
So once again, as we always come out and state, the prophets, when we come out to prophesy, meaning to say before, to tell you of events that shall take place before they happen. And these events that we come to warn you of are the war, evil, and pestilence, which shall come to these kingdoms and countries. Continue.
Verse 9, the prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall that prophet be known that the Lord had truly sent him.
So when these words come to pass, all right, the oracles of God, the holy scriptures, when these words come to pass, you're going to well understand and know that a prophet have been amongst you. For the words that we speak are not of our own, but these are indeed the words of Yahweh, meaning the Heavenly Father, the Most High. Once again, his name is Yahweh, through his son, Yahweh Shai, which you ignorantly call, or some of you ignorantly call Jesus. Once again, the Father's name is Yahweh, his son's name is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh meaning he is, he exists. Yahweh Shai meaning he is to save, he is salvation. All right, so real quick, just to jump on a real quick subject real quick. So today we're gonna get on the understanding of Revelation chapter 17. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get what's going on in the nation of Israel, of you 2/3. All right, when it comes to you Israelites that know that you Israelite, but you still in darkness. Why? Because you following a teacher that's leading you in darkness, for they are what angels stuck in darkness. So let's talk about what's going on with Genesis or TCG or TCG Ministries or whatever the hell they want to call themselves today. All right. So as we know, you have Deacon Hakah, getting caught up in the mess that he's getting caught up in, which at the end of the day, what he did was wrong. Not leading, not being a good leader, not caring for his wife as he's supposed to care for his wife, as he cares for the church, which he is not doing, obviously. Why? Because according to her, he was pretty much just taking her money, using her for her money. You see? Not really caring for her. Didn't really care for her. But at the same time, guess what? That's on her head, man. That's her fault. Why is it her fault? Because we've been out here warning you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, of these wolves in sheep clothing, man.
No, you think it's all fun and games. Like, why do you want me to get into a point where I don't care what the Israel? Why do you want me to get to a point to where I can really?
It's not my fault.
No. Listen to me. Do you not care that I could turn into a greasy ass nigga and say fuck the Israelites and all of that, and really get on you in a whole type of way that you couldn't even respond to? Do you not care that I could turn into a greasy ass nigga and say fuck the Israelites and all of that, and really get on you in a whole type of way that you couldn't even respond to? Do you not care that I could turn into a greasy ass nigga and say fuck the Israelites and all of that, and really get on you in a whole type of way that you couldn't even respond to? Why do you want to push a nigga there?
I don't.
Like, why do you want me?
I don't.
You know I got more money than you and your whole family. Why would you want me to just say, all right, fuck that. I'm about to just slaughter this bitch. Why do you want me to do that?
You want to do that. That's not what I want you to do. That's what you want to do.
I want to kill you and your family. That's what I want to do. I want to kill you and your
family. Why
do
you want to kill me and my family? Why would you even bring that up?
I just asked you a question, you fucking dummy. I want to kill you and your family. That's what you're saying?
That's what you're saying. I didn't bring that up. Who brought that up? Who brought that up? I never said you want to kill me and my whole family.
You know what? Here's the period.
You're not doing what? You're not accepting.
I'm not fucking with you no more. Period.
After you took everything from me. After I don't care.
Listen. Why are you even talking about that? I'm telling you, I'm not fucking with you. You need to start making plans so that you're not just asked out, bros. You're being dumb. You're not gonna be able to talk me back into this.
I'm not. How am I talking you into anything? You're the one that's trying to leave me as a single mother.
After you took all my shit,
You did.
The shit is already over. Okay, it's already over and done. There's nothing you can do about it. So why are you even saying it?
Because you're doing it again, and you're still happy doing that. That's why.
If I tell you to send me every dollar amount and you don't do it, I'm not fucking with you no more. Period.
Look, and that's the problem that you have, is that you can't understand the mentality that you have. I'm not a hoe. You're not my pimp.
You know what? Watch this. Watch. I'll be there tonight. I'm dropping off your car, and I'm blocking you from everything. From my kids' phones, from everything.
You're doing all of this when I'm pregnant with your
from
child.
Varsity. No, I don't care. I don't care. From Varsity and everything. And any bitch that wants to talk to you, she will not be able to be a part of Shakari.
And I'm pregnant with your child.
And you don't call.
Nobody in Shakari.
It doesn't matter.
Look how you're acting. Look how you're acting.
Shut up while I'm talking. They gave me their taxes. They didn't say, "Oh, you're a pimp.
You didn't take $30,000. You didn't take 30.
Shut up while I'm talking. You little ugly ass bitch. Shut the fuck up while I'm talking.
I'm not ugly. So come again. I'm not ugly.
Okay.
Anyways, you didn't take $30,000 from Brandy and Key.
All right. So real quick, go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, because the same spirit that Esau has, some of you Israelites, you have that same spirit upon you, man. Once again, as I always state, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, 2/3 of you are indeed Edomites, man. Yeah, man. According to John, matter of fact, go on to grab that. John chapter 8, verse 44, right? Yeah, you are of your father the damn devil, man. See that?
This is the book of John, chapter 8, and verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do.
Yeah. Hey man, you are of your father the devil, man. You being conditioned, you being programmed, you being cloned to do exactly what the so-called white team man wants you to do, wants you to be, and you do such. You got the spirit upon you, man, and you run with it. Not understanding or knowing that you're running with it. That's why the scriptures always say, what? Examine yourself whether you be in the faith. You gotta literally, what? Take this pollution off you. Michael chapter 2 verse 10 say, what? Depart, for this is not your rest. You see that? For this place will pollute you and destroy you. Yeah, we warn you of these Israelites out here that are being polluted by this world, and they are destroyed, man. Why? Because they love it in this damn world, man. Why? Because they living good, man. They relax. Relaxed on their leaves, kick back, chilling, big time. You see that? And we warn you. Continue.
God. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh the lie, he speaketh it of his own.
Exactly, and that's what we tell you that they be doing.
Exactly.
Giving you so-called claiming they giving you breakdowns of the scriptures, so-called claiming they giving you the truth. But yet when they speaking lies. Shit, they talking about ain't in the scriptures. Talking about John feel like the truth.
Right.
The Paul ain't in the truth. Paul writers ain't inspired by Yahweh Shai. The book of Hebrews ain't real. You see that?
It's not acceptable for
doctrine.
doctrine.
Exactly. It's not acceptable for doctrine.
The scriptures say that Yahweh Shai comes in the volume of the book.
Exactly. You know? Moses felt like the truth.
Bro, yeah.
You could call Yahweh and Yahweh Shai whatever you want to call them. You see that? Holding Passovers like they damn fucking nights out at damn Magic City. You see that? All this shit, man.
Yeah.
Been telling y'all they going off, but yet y'all follow these damn simpletons, man. And then you want to get Then you want to get captivated, and then you end up marrying one of these men, and then when they fuck you over, now you want to make videos. No, that's your fault.
Exactly.
With your simple ass, man. We been warning you about the wolves. You see? Continue.
For he is a liar and the father of it.
That's right, man. These men are liars, man. Just like they daddy Esau, man. And the will of they daddy Esau, they will do, man. A man selling out for the bag, man. This man can't. And you sitting here thinking that this man gonna guide you the right way.
Right.
When you see the videos of the true prophets, you hear Great Millstone when we calling out these men, letting you know how they going off. But what y'all say? Oh, y'all just hate it. Y'all just want to always cause up strife. Why can't we just all get along? No, we ain't all getting along because all these damn Israelite groups ain't right, man. You see that? If they have the correct doctrine, then guess what? We'll get along.
Exactly.
If they doctrine is off, then fuck them. We ain't getting along. Point blank, period.
Can two walk together except they
Exactly.
agree? I got a precept for you.
Bring it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. Oh, Salaki. Won't be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. They have scattered my flock and driven them away and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord.
And that's what you witness. You got these men out here that scattering the flock, teaching all these weird ass doctrines. You see that? Now they being visited. Now they being shown for what they truly are, man. Damn snakes. Just like they damn daddy Esau, man. You see that? Serpents. And that's the spirit that you brought that out. So you might as well go ahead and grab Zechariah chapter 13. Start at verse 7. Because it's basically pretty much the same thing, man. What we just read. And they being visited.
Zechariah 13 and 7?
Yeah.
Come. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13 and verse 7. Awake, O sword. It's likely. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd and against the man that is my fellow, saith the Lord of hosts. Smite the shepherd and the sheep shall be smite the shepherd and the sheep shall be scattered.
Con, and this is what you're seeing, man. Yeah, the sword is being out upon these Israelite camps. They know they Israel, but yet they scattering the sheep. Now the sword is out up against them, man. And it's smiting their ass. And when those shepherds get smitten, removed out the way, then the sheep become what? Scattered. Now what happened to Sakari? Got smited? What happened to all the people that was following Sakari? They scattered. You see that? What's going to happen to Genesis? They get smited right now. What's going to happen to all the individuals, all the sheep that follow Genesis right now? They're going to scatter. Exactly. You see that? And it's going to continue, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Once again, all these weird-ass camps that we call out, that y'all claim that got the truth, guess what? The Most High, Yahweh Shim, Yahweh is going to continue to send the sword out, man, upon they tops, man, and take them down, and y'all going to get scattered. Once again, going right back to what? Going right back to the virgins with the oil and the virgins without the oil, right? We're going to grab that, and then we're going to get that Ecclesiastes 25, and then we're going to switch gears, man.
I got a quick piece of for you.
Yeah.
Real quick, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 14, straight to the point. Let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch.
And that's exactly what we're witnessing, man. All right? That you Israelites out here having no clue, no idea what the true faith is about, what the true doctrine is about, but yet you know you're Israel. That's all you know. That's it. Anything else, you don't know. You don't know what the mark of the beast is. You don't know what the image of the beast is. You don't know when the high holy days are. You don't know when the Sabbath is. You see that, and so forth and so on, man. Your ass is not in the truth, man. You see that? You just know you Israel. That's it. You don't know the names of the Heavenly Father. You out here talking about Most High Christ blessed. Shut your simple ass up. You see that? Yo, man. Y'all don't know, man. Blind leading the blind, man. Y'all gonna fall in the ditch, man. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered. Y'all about to be scattered, man. You about to be the virgins with no oil, man. Point blank, period. Bring out that Ecclesiasticus real quick.
me start at verse 1.
Nah, go to the point where it say, they that pretty much play around with a serpent when it's big. Who shall pity thee? Who shall pity you? Probably like 25 and 10, somewhere up in that area.
Okay.
Shit. I got you. Bear with us for a second. I got you, bro. As soon as I get it. It's like at 12. Ecclesiastes is 12. I'm talking about 25. I'm thinking about damn women.
I got you right here.
Yep.
Sirach 12 and 13.
Yep.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 13. Who will pity a charmer? Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
Yeah, so who's gonna pity you? Once again, we've been warning you about these serpents that's amongst Israel. Been warning you about these wolves that's coming in sheep clothing. Been warning you about these false prophets. Who's gonna pity you? Nobody's gonna have pity. Ain't nobody pitying you, woman, because you getting on the camera with your damn tears and your whining and your crying. When you have men of the Lord, such as Great Millstone and all the other camps that call out these weird camps, and give them rebuke and correction, and let the sheep know that these men are not right. We made the videos, we posted videos, put them up. We know you seen them. You see that? But you didn't take heed. So who's gonna pity you when you get fucked up? Nobody. Continue.
Or any such as come nigh. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity?
One that go what?
And one that goeth to a sinner.
One that go what?
To a sinner.
Where did she go?
To a sinner.
What do they do? To a sinner. That's what they do. They commit sins. All right? And they don't take heed. You see that? When we tell them how they going off, they don't take heed. No, they continue in it. What does the scripture say? The scripture say a just man falleth 7 times but get it back up. But the wicked falleth in the mischief. You see that? A wicked man will not learn from his mistakes, will not overcome his mistakes. They will continue in it. And when you try to correct them, they will say that you're lying and that you're wrong. You see that? So read it again, bro.
So one that goeth to a sinner is defiled. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins.
So that's what happened. You went into a sinner. You knew we been calling out Sakar. You knew that we been calling out Genesis. Y'all know that we call out IUIC. Y'all know that we call out ISUPK for the madness that they teach. You see that? But what y'all do? Y'all continue to travel on. GOCC, y'all continue to travel on. And all the rest of the camps that I'm not even thinking about right now, that goes off. You see that? And we warn y'all of all these camps, but yet you continue on with them. You see that? You continuing on with a group that's led by what? Led by money. You see that? And that money controls them. These people got 501c3 charters. You see that? Receiving money from the government, doing what the government tells them to do, man. Yeah, they are controlled by money. They ain't controlled by the truth. You see that? They're not controlled by Yahweh, Yahushua. No, they controlled by the Most High Christ bliss. You see that? Who the hell is that?
Right.
You see? Yeah, they controlled by what? Once again, by Esau. That's their daddy. That's why they signed that contract to receive that money, receive that tax-free exemption. You see? So yeah, you know that you're dealing with a sinner, and then you end up getting with him. So when you get with that sinner, what happens?
So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity?
Yeah, so who's gonna pity? Who's gonna pity? We told you. You see that? So you getting on that camera, you ain't finna get no pity from us. We told you. And I know for facts that you seen our videos. You see that? Just like the other women that's with these men see our videos. But what do y'all do?
Exactly.
Because these men are looked upon in this situation as men of high stature. They got certain amount of money due to them what selling out.
Exactly.
And you get caught up in it.
Yeah.
And we sit here and tell you that they sold out. We sit here and tell you that they going off, but you still follow along. So who's gonna pity you? No damn body, man. So take the damn videos off the damn internet and go pray to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, to make life better for you and come into this truth, man. And stay alone until his simple ass get deleted.
Exactly.
You see that? That's what you to do. That's it. You ain't have to make no video. No. All you had to do was pray, fast, ask for the Most High to help you out, stay alone, keep to yourself until his simple ass is deleted, and then, Lord willing, you get with a correct man of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah. You see that? That's how it goes. That's simple.
The scriptures say a righteous woman is given to a portion of a righteous man, and a wicked woman is given to a portion of a wicked man. So if you're with a wicked ass Jake, you gotta examine yourself. Speaking to the women.
Exactly. And eventually, if you are indeed righteous, guess what?
Exactly.
Yahweh Shah is gonna separate you from that man. And then what are you to do? Like I said, you are to be alone and continue to conduct yourself as a woman of Zion. You see that? Being up under the true doctrine of Yahweh Shah, and continue with it until his ass is deleted. And if Yahweh Shah were to bring you a true man of the Lord, he'll bring him to you once he is deleted. But until then, just keep your simple ass mouth shut and stay in place, man. Yeah, bring it.
Sirach chapter 13 and verse 23, when a rich man speaketh, going to the point on how these women don't really want to leave their men because they got some status after making a covenant with Esau Edom. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he said. They extol it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
Exactly.
So they're not going to listen to us.
Right. So, that's everything we hope, right? Everything went out?
All
right.
Your comments pretty much the point.
All right, so switching gears, man. Didn't want to stay on that for too long, right? Probably stayed on it longer than I wanted to stay on it. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, going to the breakdown of Revelation chapter 17, right? But before we get into that breakdown, go into that video that I sent you on TikTok, which is damn Edomite talking about they the children of Israel.
Final and most conclusive proof that what I'm telling you is the truth from the Bible. Europeans are the Israelites.
Here it comes. Oh, here it comes.
Principal component analysis of modern West Eurasians, showing us exactly how the Shemite populations work. The Shemite populations are everyone on here. Everyone I've talked about that's being a Shemite is listed here. You have over here Levantine and Shemite populations, Caucasians, Iranian, Turkish, Mizrahi Jewish, North Levantine, South Levantine, Arabian. Then you have the Ashkenazi and Sephardi Jews in between this cluster of 12 and those Shemite populations, exactly where Edom is to be. These are the Ishmaelites over on the right-hand side. These are the Edomites in the middle.
These are the 12 tribes of Israel in the red circle.
East Slavic, Baltic, Central European, Germanic, Balkan, French, Italian, especially North Italy, Sicilian, Spanish, South French, Basque, Sardinian. These 12 pools share not just a common paternal line, but a common total genetic heritage. The autosomal DNA of thousands of years living together as a people. 10 of 12 of these pools have R as their single highest Y-DNA haplogroup, and all of them have haplogroup R at least as a co-dominant. The Ashkenazi and Sephardi Jewish populations appear outside the European circle, positioned between European.
Bullshit. Alright, so look. First off, so-called YT man, you yourself, you are not even European. All right, you are not the original European. Okay, for the original Europeans or the Japhetic nations, or what people would know today as the so-called Polynesians, the so-called Samoans. Those are the original Europeans. And you can find them in history as being known as also the Etruscans. All right? You can also find them in history when it goes back to the Trojan Wars. They will be known as the Greeks, that the Trojans, aka the so-called YT man, once again, which he is not the original Europeans, was going against. This is how you started getting your footprint in what they call Europe, by removing and coming up against the original Greeks, which are once again the Japhetic nations, man. Going back to who? The Polynesians and the Samoans. Those are the people that you pushed out the land. The real Ashkenazis are those people. The real Europeans are those people, not your red ass. You see that? Now give me Malcolm chapter 2. Because this is what you do, Esau, Edom. Or they're always claiming to be something that you're not, man. You want to be everything but what you truly are. You are an Edomite. You are Esau. You see, I doom you. Your ass is from the south, man. Right up under the land of Judah. All right, your land was the land of Edom, Mount Seir. You see, that's your land, south of Judah. That's where your red ass is supposed to be, man. In the mountains. Bring it.
It's the book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Yeah, you got the power to do this because you have the power in your hands. Why is that? Job 9:24 real quick. Let's see why you got the power to do this.
It's the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
This is why you got the power to do it. Because the earth is given into your hand. You are the damn wicked. Continue.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Yeah, you cover the faces of the judges thereof. Who's the head honcho judge of all judges? The Most High, Yahweh. And then who's under him? Yahweh Shai. Now, if you click in Google right now, and you type in the Most High and click images, guess who's gonna pop up? The red man himself. If you type in Google right now, Christ, and you click on images, guess who's gonna pop up? The red man himself. Yo, you are the wicked. You have changed the faces of the judges. Because when you read the scriptures tell you that what? That Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are men of color. You see that? And that's facts, Jack. Understand and know that. Real quick, Malachi chapter 1. Getting on to what? Getting on him being the wicked.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, and verse 1. Or get straight to the point.
Get straight to the point.
Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate place.
Yeah, Edom once said we are impoverished, but we will return. When was they impoverished? When we had their ass upon the damn servitude, when we had their ass oppressed in those damn mountains for 1,000 years. During the Dark Ages, the Byzantine Empire, where so-called Negroes ruled Europe. Alright? Yo, had them under subjection, had them pushed in the mountains. And then they came out of those mountains and did a rebirth, a renaissance. And this is where you get the rebirth and the renaissance period. And this is where you get iconoclasm, where they went around and repainting the dark images and making them white. Continue.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, But I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
So you had got taken down during the Roman Empire. Then we ruled for 1,000 years as the Holy Roman Empire, going into the Byzantine Empire in the Dark Ages for 1,000 years. And then what? You came back into power during the Renaissance, your rebirth, and now you've been ruling ever since, man. And this is why it's called what? The extended leg of the Roman Empire. This is why it's called what? The wound that was on the beast has been healed. You see? And now your wicked ass is in power, and now you out here pushing forward in your agenda. You rebuild the desolate places. Yo, you revise the Roman Empire. You see that? 1 + 1 = motherfucking 2 around here, bro. Go back.
Okay. To
Job 9:24.
Back at Job, chapter 9 and verse 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
So when did he do that? During the rebirth, and then he started what? Whitewashes the images known as iconoclasm. Put himself up to be Yahweh Shah. Put himself up to be Yahweh. Pushing forth his new Christianity. You see that?
Also, that's how you know that the Edomites are not it's the Arabs, because you don't have so-called quote unquote Jesus Christ or Yahweh Shai painted all over the world as a Arab man. You have it as an Edomite.
Exactly, man. And you damn slow as hell if you around here talking about Esau, it's the Arabs. you need to, hey man, you need to just put the book down and kiss your ass goodbye. Because you ain't gonna get it if you can't understand who Esau is by these scriptures, man. Continue.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Yeah. So if it ain't him, then where and who is he, man? If he is not the one that did this, if he is not the one that came during the Renaissance, during his rebirth, and repaint all the dark images, white images, and place himself up as the Most High, and place himself up as Christ, and then came with a new Christianity, which is nothing but universalism, which is nothing but the Tower of Babel. If he didn't do that, then who did it? Who did it? Where and who is it? I don't see the Chinese man doing this. I don't see the African man doing this. I don't see the damn East Indian man doing this. You see that? I don't see the Arab man doing this. No, you know who I see doing this? Esau, Edom, and Junior, the so-called YT man. He's doing this, man.
And when you go into the summits, who is the main speaker and who are the listeners?
Exactly.
The main speaker is the damn Edomite. Small hatter at that.
Exactly. This man controls everything, man. He controls the money markets. You see that? This man is in power. And that goes back to what? Going back to Micah chapter 2. This is why he has the power to do it.